The Canucks didn't win the 2017 draft lottery, and that's just fine. I mean, they ended up with Pettersson, who has huge upside, who's their #1 prospect, and he's got a lot of people really excited about where the team is. I think if you go back in time, though, and ask the question of how did they end up with Pettersson? Because leading into that draft, there was a lot of talk about that the team would be leaning Cody Glass, that there was debate Glass or Pettersson. I don't think the Canucks are shying away from the fact that there was a lot of healthy debate heading into that draft pick. Thomas Gradin was one of the first guys that was on Pettersson. One of the things he pointed out was how the game is changing, how the game is evolving, and how players like Pettersson are having success right now in the NHL, and that's only going to increase. There's still some dinosaurs around the league. The dinosaurs are going extinct, though. The players who are slow are going to be filtered out of the league. Younger, faster, quick players like Elias Patterson are going to start having more and more success. I think he's set up to be a key player in a modern NHL. It ended up being a great pick for the team. In the story, you can see, like, what were the debates like? Who was for Pettersson? Who argued for him? And what kind of guy is Elias? And I think he's a guy who's got a lot of coachability. I think he's a guy who cares deeply not only about the team, but the roster that the Canucks have, about their draft picks, who else they drafted, what did they add to the team. I think he'd be super interested in a list like this to see where the other prospects are, who they are, when are they going to arrive, and of course, his skill set. Now, he doesn't have maybe the hardest shot in the league, but he has an ability to get off with incredible speed when he wants to. He's got a quick strike attack. His dangle in and around players is super impressive. I think Gradin called him more Marcus Naslund type player. I think he's got that offensive upside, which is pretty incredible when you look at where and what Naslund did for the Vancouver Canucks. Pettersson is going to be, another one of the big debates is where is he going to fit with the team? Is he going to be a center? Is he going to be a winger? I think he believes and the team believes that when the offense flows through him, when he has the puck, he is going to produce more. I know this past season, when he got all the accolades in the Swedish Elite League, all but a month of it, he spent playing right wing. And that's where he's going to start with the Vancouver Canucks. How quickly he moves to center is going to be something to watch. Could happen halfway through the season, could happen the next year, could happen 2 years from now. It is going to happen. Now, I know there's a flip side to this, that a guy like him, who is better and more suited to playing down the wing, to producing offense that way when he has a guy to get him to the puck. I just don't think in the long run that's going to be the case with the Canucks. I do think that they are going to make him a center. They're going to have him control the middle of the ice because he's too smart, he's too good of a playmaker, and it may make him difficult, it may make it harder for him anyway to get that shot off in space. But I think the advantages overweigh the disadvantages when you're breaking that down. I think it's interesting to kind of figure out at 160 pounds, would the Canucks drafted him 5th overall 2 years ago? Would the NHL have made him a top 10 pick 5, 6, 7 years ago? I think the answer to both those questions is probably no, but you can see some of the key players in all of this answer those in this story.